Come on in.
Hello, are you Matthew Boguski?
Yes, I am. Nice to meet you.
Same to you. Thank you very much. As you know, I am a Southwest rep for BASF. My name's Andrew Gregg. There's my business card if you need to reach me.
Okay.
Saw a pretty fancy truck sitting out front there. Is that yours?
Yeah, I just bought it a couple weeks ago. The old farm truck, she's getting pretty beaten up, so I thought it was time to upgrade a bit. There.
Yeah, gotta do that once in a while, I suppose. Just kind of coming here to talk to you about some of our fungicides and specifically Caramba that BASF offers. You got any initial questions off the top here?
Not really, but I got a couple. More or less, just what's in it for me if I choose to go the Caramba route?
Sure. Well, Caramba is sort of one of our flagship fungicides. It's been very popular for a few years now. I really can't say enough good things about it. A lot of guys have really relied on it. It's not super fancy. It's been on the market for a few years. You know, you don't see the billboards all over the place, but it gets the job done. Like I said, I'm a big fan of it myself. Yeah, it's got excellent protection against all your kind of major pests and that. So yeah, I can't really say enough good things, as I've said a couple times there. It's a great fungicide. That's kind of the best thing I got to say about it. Just kind of to start off, how many acres of cereals?
I got about 1,200 acres worth of cereals.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Is disease pressure something that you worry about in your cereals?
Definitely, I'd say so. Especially when it comes to cereals, the fungicide or fungus could get pretty bad at some point. So
yeah, definitely can if you're not careful. Just kind of to backtrack a little bit, what do you know about our company, BASF?
Oh, I know a little bit. I know you guys are a chemical company, but I don't really know too much.
Sure. Well, I'll kind of give you a brief history. BASF was founded in Germany in 1865 by a man named Friedrich Engelhorn. The company initially started producing dyes from coal byproducts, actually. After experimenting with these early discoveries, BASF started stumbling upon several other useful chemicals that could be used for just household, commercial, industrial type stuff like that. And they were right at the cusp of the Industrial Revolution and kind of got lucky early in a sense in their timing and just sort of blew up and just became the company they are today. Nowadays, BASF employs over 111,000 employees worldwide, and last year they generated 110 billion Canadian in sales.
Holy man.
So wish they could give me a little more of that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here we are, I guess. So actually, just to kind of show that, I'll show you, I got a picture of the head site here. I got the chance to visit this a few years ago. She's a pretty fancy facility there over in Germany.
Yeah, I see that.
Quite the thing. Anyways, would you say you do a lot of fungicide application on your farm?
I say I do quite a bit, yeah. Especially with the cereals, like I said earlier.
Yeah, sure. When looking at a fungicide, is fusarium control something that you are worried about?
Oh, definitely, 100%. That's definitely a serial killer for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Going off that, a product like Caramba would be something that you'd probably be interested in.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's worth taking a look at for sure.
Yeah. Caramba will suppress and control virtually all the major diseases that we're really worried about here in the prairies. Benefits that guys get from this are obviously improved yields. Lots of guys and lots of trials have shown 2, even up to 5 bushel increases depending on the staging and the weather, just how kind of lucky you get depends, but most guys can consistently get 2 bushel advantage, which is obviously great. And actually I got a chart from some trials. You see, you just kind of see, it just shows the numbers on a chart, sort of the unsprayed versus what got sprayed.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Caramba is a good performing fungicide. So kind of after hearing this, you think you'd be interested in Caramba?
I'd say I'm definitely getting interested, but I definitely would like to hear more first.
Yeah, 100% for sure. So I don't need an exact number, but how many dollars would you figure that you are losing to disease in cereals?
Oh, I'd say quite a bit, yeah, for sure. Especially in the wet seasons, you could do an application, but sometimes it doesn't get it all.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to applying fungicide, I'm sure good efficacy is, something that you'd be, of course, interested in or looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So a product that is systemic versus a product that is just foliar is something you'd favor.
Yeah, definitely systemic would and does a better job at
Yeah.
like suppressing the fungus too, and
Yeah,
rather than
100%.
contact where if you get a rain it could just wash away. So,
Exactly. Yeah. So Caramba is a systemic fungicide, and yeah, like it moves into the plant tissue. It'll stick around longer. Generally, better performing fungicide. And of course, benefit to this is that you get that more effective action inside the plant against the disease. It'll stick around longer. Like you said, you don't have to worry about dew washing off, or like if you get a rain, unfortunately, with thunderstorm pop up, that can go sometimes. And just kind of got a photo of some trials again. You can see this is where they did Caramba systemic fungicide, like of course, versus a similar product but just foliar.
Yeah.
And you can see just definitely that improved
for
performance.
sure. Yeah.
So kind of after hearing this, a little more information, think you're interested in getting some Caramba for your cereals?
Definitely say I'd be ready to make a deal on it for sure.
Sure. Is there any sort of concerns you have, anything like that after this?
Not really. Kind of more or less just you kind of covered it, and the systemic being a better than contact, I'd say definitely helps for sure.
Sure. Now to kind of move to pricing, that sort of thing, is there any concerns you have over price, anything like that?
Not really. Just more or less, I guess, when it comes to certain pricing, just what would the pricing be? I guess more towards that than another product, say.
Sure. Yeah, the price of Caramba is affordable for what it gains you. Caramba, like I said, it isn't super swanky. It didn't just come out last year. There's been a few years of it being out on the market. It's got a good reputation. It's not, it sounds pricey. It retails for just shy of $825 a case, which sounds like a lot, but you get a lot out of it. Like if you can get that 2, 3, or even on the right year, up to 5 bushel increase out of your crop at today's prices, even on a normal year, the normal price of wheat or something like that, you can still see a good return on investment. And once again, to support that, like I said, Caramba is systemic. You are almost guaranteed that really great efficacy from it. So yeah, nothing that I would personally be afraid of in the pricing, anything like that. And so I'll show you another chart here just to keep you aware. It just shows the bushel increase, and obviously like that. So I'll pull down the calculator here and we'll do some calculations.
Okay.
So if you got a wheat price, let's say $10 an acre, and you get an extra few bushels an acre, that's all of a sudden extra $30 an acre.
Oh yeah.
And so times that over 40 acres, which a case treats, there's $1,200.
Yeah.
And the case cost me just over $800, $825. You're making money.
Oh
so
yeah, exactly.
Makes sense there. So yeah, how's all that sound to you?
Sounds really good to me. Like I said earlier, I think I definitely would be willing to make a deal for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So have any other questions, anything like that, kind of regarding needs around this product, anything like that?
No, I think we hit the nail on the head there, and yeah.
Sure. Yeah, the only thing would be just to support is some guys often will say, and I guess maybe not in your case, you do have used fungicides before, but kind of get the question on like, well, do I really need fungicide? Like on a dry year, do you really have to do it? And I would say, I guess if it's bone dry, suit yourself. It's always up to the producer, but personally, I always think fungicides, like even on a drier year, you'd be surprised how much you're leaving out in the field and maybe not getting the maximum amount of bushels in the bin that you could be. So I've always been a big supporter of using fungicides even on a relatively dry year. I think it's a good thing to do, just a good practice all around, and I think probably 99 years out of 100, you'd probably at least break even, if not maybe make some money on top of that. So yeah, I would definitely all for it. So you think you're interested then?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I'd say so.
Sure. All right. So should I start filling out this order form? You ready to buy?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. So I would recommend getting enough to do all your cereals. Kind of, you said you'd be comfortable with doing that. Sure. All right. So I guess I'll start filling this out then. Matthew, how do you spell your last name?
BOGUSKI.
Okay, that's fine. What's your address?
It'll be box 123, Dauphin, Manitoba.
Sure. Your postal code?
It'll be R7N
Sure.
5K2.
Okay. And your phone number.
Would be 204-576-1234.
Okie dokie. All right, so put you down for Caramba fungicide. So 1,200 acres. I guess easy math. 12 divided by 40 acres in a case. That's 30 cases. So yeah, price is $824.80 a case.
Okay.
So total on that. $24,744.
Okay.
So add tax on that. $27,713. All that information look good to you there?
Yep, that looks pretty good right there. Yep.
Sure. If you just want to sign under the ordered by
Yep, for sure.
column there. Okay, I'll just give my signature. All right, well, I believe we've made a deal.
Yeah.
I'd just like to thank you for being an excellent customer, and you've been a pleasure to work with. Hopefully have more of your business in the future.
Yep, down the road for sure.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to say I know you'll be really happy with this product, and I don't expect you to have any complaints. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a good rest
of
of your day.
You too.